Welcome to the channel NUMISMA Hub. Today we're diving into the fascinating story of one of the rarest and most valuable American coins. Let's get the sad art at top 9. First up, the 1914 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny. This tiny 1-cent coin holds a powerful history and can be worth hundreds to even thousands of dollars in today's market. Stay with us as we uncover why this penny is so special, how rare it really is, and what makes collectors around the world chase it like hidden treasure. Today we are going to talk about one of the most legendary and valuable coins in American numismatic history, the 1914 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny, a simple 1-cent coin that has shocked collectors and investors for decades. At first glance, this penny looks just like any ordinary old copper coin, but in reality it is considered one of the holy grails of wheat pennies. Many people unknowingly spend or ignore this coin, not realizing that it can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars in today's coin market. This is the kind of coin that has turned ordinary people into collectors overnight and continues to create excitement whenever one appears. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. The reverse design shows two wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing prosperity and agricultural strength. These wheat pennies were minted from 1909 to 1958, but among all of them, the 1914 D mint mark penny stands out as one of the rarest and most desirable. The D mint mark on this penny represents the Denver Mint, and in 1914, the Denver Mint produced an extremely low number of Lincoln cents compared to other years. The official mintage for the 1914 D Wheat Penny was only 1,193,000 coins, which is incredibly small by U.S. mint standards. To put this into perspective, many other wheat pennies were produced in the tens or even hundreds of millions. Because of this low production, very few 1914 D pennies survived circulation, making it a true key-date coin. Another major reason for the rarity of the 1914 D Wheat Penny is that most of these coins were heavily circulated. During the early 20th century, pennies were used daily for food, transportation, and basic needs. Very few people saved coins back then, especially 1-cent pieces. As a result, finding a 1914 D penny today in high condition is extremely difficult. Many examples are worn, damaged, or cleaned, which greatly affects value. Now let's talk about what makes this coin so valuable in today's market. Even in poor or heavily worn condition, a genuine 1914 D wheat penny can still be worth $200 to $400. In good to very good condition, prices often range from $500 to $1,200. When you move into fine and extremely fine grades, the value can easily rise to $2,000 to $5,000. But the real jaw-dropping prices come with uncirculated and mint state examples. A well-preserved 1914 D penny graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can sell for $10,000 to over $50,000 depending on its grade and color. One of the most important factors affecting value is the coin's color. Wheat pennies are graded as brown BN, red-brown RB, or full red RD. Because copper naturally darkens over time, finding a full red 1914 D wheat penny is incredibly rare. These red examples command the highest prices and are often the centerpiece of elite coin collections. A top-graded red specimen has sold at auction for astonishing amounts, proving just how powerful this small coin really is. Collectors must also be very careful because the 1914 D wheat penny is one of the most commonly counterfeited U.S. coins. Many fake coins are made by altering a 1914 Philadelphia penny and adding a fake D mint mark. This is why experts strongly recommend authentication by professional grading services. A real, certified 1914 D penny carries trust, value, and long-term investment potential. The legacy of the 1914 D wheat penny goes beyond money. It represents a time in American history marked by industrial growth, World War I tensions, and everyday life struggles. This coin passed through the hands of factory workers, farmers, and families over 100 years ago. Holding one today is like holding a small piece of American history, a reminder that even the smallest things can carry enormous value. In conclusion, the 1914 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is not just a 1-cent coin. It is a numismatic treasure. Its low mintage, historical importance, collector demand, and extreme rarity and high grades have made it one of the most valuable wheat pennies ever produced. If you ever come across an old wheat penny with a 1914 date and a D mint mark, you should stop immediately, because that tiny coin could be worth life-changing money in today's market. This is why coin collectors around the world continue to search their change, old jars, and family collections, hoping to discover the legendary 1914 D penny. Next up today, we are going to talk about a very interesting and historical American coin that many people still find in old collections, drawers, and even inherited coin jars. This is the 1926 Lincoln Wheat Penny 1 cent without mint mark. At first glance, this coin may look very common, but in reality, certain examples of this penny can be worth big money in today's market, especially if the condition is right. So watch this video till the end, because this small 1 cent coin could surprise you with its hidden value. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. The 1926 Wheat Penny was produced during a time when America was experiencing economic growth between World War I and the Great Depression. These coins were made primarily for daily circulation, which is why many of them became worn over time. The 1926 penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and the absence of a mint mark confirms this. Philadelphia pennies were usually produced in very large numbers, but finding one today in high grade is not easy. The obverse, or front side, of the 1926 Wheat Penny features a right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head is the word Liberty, while the year 1926 is clearly shown below. On the left side of Lincoln's portrait is the famous motto, "In God We Trust." The reverse side shows two wheat stalks on each side, symbolizing prosperity and agriculture, with the words 1 cent and United States of America in the center. This coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that classic reddish-brown color collectors love. In 1926, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 157 million pennies, which sounds like a huge number. Because of this, many people think the 1926 Wheat Penny has no value. However, the truth is very different. Most of these coins were heavily circulated, damaged, or melted over time. Finding a well-preserved, uncirculated, or mint-state example today is much harder than it seems. This is where the real value begins to show. Now let's talk about the most exciting part, today's market value. A 1926 Wheat Penny without mint mark in very worn condition may be worth only 50 cents to $1, mainly because of its copper content. However, if the coin is in fine or very fine condition, the value can rise to $3 to $8. In extremely fine or about uncirculated condition, collectors may pay $15 to $40. But here, where it gets really interesting. A mint-state 1926 Wheat Penny, especially graded or higher, can sell for $200 to over $1,000 depending on color, strike quality, and eye appeal. Red-colored examples with no wear are the most valuable and highly demanded by serious collectors. The value of a 1926 Wheat Penny depends on several factors, including condition, color red, red-brown or brown, sharp details, and absence of damage. Coins with original luster and no cleaning marks are worth much more. Even small scratches or improper cleaning can reduce the value significantly. This is why experts always recommend never cleaning old coins. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series is one of the most popular coin collections in the United States. Many collectors aim to complete a full date and mint mark set, which keeps demand strong for coins like the 1926 Philadelphia Penny. Because of this demand, prices have steadily increased over time. While it may not make you rich overnight, a high-grade 1926 Wheat Penny is definitely a strong long-term collectible investment. So friends, the 1926 Wheat Penny without mint mark is much more than just an old 1 cent coin. It represents American history, craftsmanship, and hidden value. If you have one, check its condition carefully and consider professional grading if it looks uncirculated. You never know, that small penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today. Next up, today's video is very special because we are talking about a rare and historic American coin that many people overlook, but collectors know its true power. This is the 1931 United States Wheat Penny 1 cent with no mint mark. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary old copper penny, but in reality, this coin can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market, depending on its condition. If you have old pennies at home, especially from the early 1900s, this video could change the way you look at them forever. History of the Wheat Penny. The Wheat Penny, officially known as the Lincoln Wheat Cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person instead of a symbolic figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the front of the coin shows Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the back displays two wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and strength. These wheat pennies were produced until 1958, after which the Lincoln Memorial design replaced them. 1931 Wheat Penny, historical background. The year 1931 was a very difficult time in American history. The United States was deep in the Great Depression, which began after the stock market crash of 1929. Because of economic hardship, people were not spending money, and banks were failing across the country. As a result, the U.S. Mint produced far fewer coins than usual. This low production is one of the biggest reasons why the 1931 wheat penny is considered rare today. No mint mark meaning. When a wheat penny from 1931 has no mint mark, it means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, the Philadelphia Mint did not use a mint mark, unlike Denver D or San Francisco S. While Philadelphia usually produced large numbers of coins, in 1931 even this mint had very limited production, making the no mint mark version especially desirable for collectors. Mintage and rarity. In 1931, the Philadelphia Mint produced only about 19 million pennies, which is extremely low compared to other years where production often exceeded 100 million coins. Because many of these coins were heavily used or melted over time, finding a 1931 wheat penny in good condition is now very difficult. Coins in uncirculated or near mint condition are especially rare and highly valuable. Design details. The front of the coin shows Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the words "In God We Trust" at the top, Liberty on the left, and the year 1931 on the right. The back features two wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, with EPLURIBUSUNUM at the top. The coin is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a rich reddish-brown color when well preserved. Today's market value: big money coin. Now let's talk about the most exciting part, the value. A 1931 wheat penny with no mint mark in poor or heavily worn condition may be worth $2 to $5, but even that is many times higher than face value. In fine to very fine condition, the value can range from $15 to $40. In extremely fine or uncirculated condition, this coin can sell for $100 to $300 or more. Some high-grade red uncirculated examples have sold at auction for over $1,000, making this small copper coin a true hidden treasure. Factors that increase value. Several factors can increase the value of a 1931 wheat penny. These include original red color, sharp details, no cleaning or damage, and professional grading by companies like PCGS or NGC. Coins with full wheat lines and strong Lincoln details are especially valuable. Any rare errors such as off-center strikes or die cracks can further increase the price dramatically. Why collectors love this coin. Collectors love the 1931 wheat penny because it represents a unique moment in American history. It tells the story of survival during the Great Depression and shows how economic hardship affected even coin production. Its low mintage, classic design, and historical importance make it a key date for any serious wheat penny collection. Final thought/closing paragraph. In conclusion, the 1931 wheat penny 1 cent with no mint mark is far more than just an old penny. It is a powerful piece of American history and a valuable collectible in today's market. If you ever find one in your old coins, piggy banks, or family collections, do not ignore it. Take a closer look. You could be holding a coin worth big money in dollars. And I'll see you in the next video. Next up, today's video is about a very special and often overlooked United States coin, the 1932 Lincoln wheat penny, 1 cent, without mint mark. This small copper coin carries deep American history, economic struggle, and surprising value that can turn an ordinary pocket find into something truly exciting. Many people pass this coin without realizing its importance, but by the end of this video you will understand why collectors actively search for the 1932 wheat penny and how much it can be worth in today's market. The 1932 wheat penny was struck during one of the most difficult times in American history, the Great Depression. At this time, the U.S. economy was collapsing, banks were failing, unemployment was extremely high, and coin production across the country was reduced significantly. Because of this, fewer Lincoln cents were produced compared to earlier years, which automatically adds historical importance and collector interest. The Philadelphia Mint produced the 1932 penny without any mint mark, which is why collectors call it a no mint mark coin. This penny features the classic Abraham Lincoln portrait on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image symbolizes unity and strength, which made this coin especially meaningful during hard economic times. On the reverse side, the coin displays two wheat stalks representing prosperity and agricultural growth, along with the words 1 cent and United States of America. The wheat penny design was used from 1909 until 1958 and remains one of the most beloved designs in U.S. coin history. The 1932 no mint mark wheat penny was struck in relatively modest numbers, and many coins from this era were heavily circulated. Because people depended on small change daily, most surviving examples show heavy wear. This is where value comes into play. While worn examples may be common, high-grade coins, especially those with strong detail, original luster, and minimal damage, are much harder to find today. This rarity and better condition is what drives collector demand. In today's market, the value of a 1932 wheat penny can vary greatly. A heavily worn coin may still be worth more than face value, usually selling for a few dollars. However, coins in fine to extremely fine condition can reach higher prices, often ranging from $10 to $40 depending on eye appeal. If the coin is found in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value can rise significantly, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars. Coins with sharp details, full wheat lines, and no major scratches are especially valuable. Another important factor that increases value is errors and varieties. Some 1932 wheat pennies may show off-center strikes, die cracks, doubled details, or unusual planchet flaws. These errors can make the coin extremely desirable to collectors and can push the value far beyond standard price guides. This is why experts always recommend carefully examining old wheat pennies before selling or spending them. Collectors love the 1932 wheat penny not only for its value but also for its historical significance. This coin represents a time when America was struggling but enduring. Holding this penny is like holding a piece of real American history, a reminder of survival, hope, and resilience. For many collectors, that story is just as important as the dollar value. If you find a 1932 wheat penny without mint mark, never clean it. Cleaning can destroy original surfaces and dramatically reduce value. Instead, store it safely in a coin holder and consider professional grading if the condition appears strong. Certified coins often sell for much higher prices because buyers trust their authenticity and grade. In conclusion, the 1932 Lincoln Wheat Penny no mint mark is far more than just a 1-cent coin. It is a historical artifact, a collector favorite, and in some cases a surprisingly valuable treasure. Whether you are a beginner or a serious collector, this coin deserves attention. Always check your old change carefully. You never know when history and value might be hiding in your hand. Next up today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of United States wheat pennies, and our spotlight coin is the 1936 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. This small copper coin may look ordinary at first glance, but its history, rarity, and potential value in today's market make it a hidden treasure for many collectors around the world. The 1936 Wheat Penny is part of the famous Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The coin features Lincoln's portrait on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing America's agricultural strength and prosperity during the early 20th century. Meaning of no mint mark. When a 1936 wheat penny has no mint mark, it means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, the Philadelphia Mint did not place a mint mark on coins. This detail is extremely important for collectors, as mint location can greatly affect rarity and value. Historical background of 1936. The year 1936 was a significant time in American history. The United States was slowly recovering from the Great Depression. President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs were helping stabilize the economy, and coins like the 1936 wheat penny were widely circulated in everyday life, making them silent witnesses to history. Design details. On the obverse side, the coin features a sharp profile of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse displays 2 wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. The phrase EPLURIBUSUNUM appears at the top, emphasizing unity, metal composition. The 1936 wheat penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This high copper content gives the coin its classic reddish-brown color and adds intrinsic metal value which collectors appreciate even today. Mintage numbers. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 309 million wheat pennies in 1936. While this may sound like a large number, surviving coins in high-grade condition are far fewer, especially those with sharp details and original luster. Circulation and survival. Most 1936 pennies were heavily circulated, meaning they were used daily for decades. As a result, many coins suffered wear, scratches, and corrosion. Finding a well-preserved example today is becoming increasingly difficult. Condition and grading. Coin value depends heavily on condition. A 1936 wheat penny in good or fine condition may be affordable, but coins graded MS mint state by professional grading services can command significantly higher prices in today's market. Today's market value general. In today's coin market, a circulated 1936 wheat penny without a mint mark may be worth a few cents to a few dollars, while uncirculated examples can range from $20 to over $100 depending on quality and eye appeal. High-grade and rare examples. Exceptional coins graded MS-67 or higher are extremely rare and can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. These are the coins that attract serious collectors and investors. Errors and varieties. Some 1936 wheat pennies have valuable mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. These error coins can dramatically increase value and are highly sought after by specialists. Why collectors love this coin? Collectors love the 1936 wheat penny because it combines history, beauty, and accessibility. It is old enough to feel historic, yet still obtainable, making it a perfect coin for both beginners and advanced collectors. Investment potential. While not every 1936 penny will make you rich, high-quality examples have shown steady appreciation over time. As fewer original coins survive, demand continues to rise, especially for certified specimens. To identify an authentic coin, always examine weight, color, and design details. A genuine 1936 wheat penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If in doubt, professional authentication is highly recommended. Cleaning warning. Never clean your wheat penny. Cleaning can destroy original surfaces and reduce value dramatically. Collectors always prefer coins in original, untouched condition, where you might find one. You can still find 1936 wheat pennies in old collections, inherited jars, estate sales, and sometimes even in circulation. Many people unknowingly spend valuable coins every day. Storage and preservation. Store your coin in a protective holder away from moisture and direct sunlight. Proper storage helps maintain condition and long-term value, cultural and emotional value. Beyond money, this coin represents American resilience and history. Holding a 1936 wheat penny is like holding a small piece of the past in your hand. Final thoughts and call to action. In conclusion, the 1936 Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark is a timeless collectible with real historical significance and market appeal. Check your pockets, coin jars, and collections. You might already own a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts.